conscious. Talk with us. See, we be painting pictures and we be writing scriptures. Right. You know, we was in the heights, OG tried to sell me Cartiers. With my crown, we some kings like a card in solitaire. Sticking to the script, that's what got us here. If you in the way, we stepping down like a barber chair. We was all downstairs, Molly vibes till the smoke was clear. Nephew came in, told him, boy, yo, go upstairs. Listen for the kids, yeah, cover ears. Had to put in order all of my fears. Now when I step out, I'll be well prepared.
Yo, pop out anywhere, yeah, we was never scared, yeah. We was everywhere, yeah, but you was never there. People love to compare, yeah, but we just never cared. We just always did our thing. Every year we took the stairs. Back when Dylan ain't have a bed, we will always volunteer. Now we young pioneers, yeah, they see us switching gears. We some future billionaires, repping Brooklyn everywhere. So it's R.I.P. to Pop, they know the.
Yeah, I love that song. It's badass, man. It is. It's badass.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back.
Yep. Damn, we're already full too. There's a bunch in here. Can't believe people wait up just to look at our ugly asses.
Damn, I'm telling you. I know. I think I'm getting more butamus. More butamus.
Jeez.
But we got a guy on tonight that he's used to. I actually got my pony shirt on. You can't tell right now, but it's Wicked Motorsports. That's pony. My little pony. Got it on the back here. And just in case, I don't know, maybe this guy that's down here right here, y'all can't see him here, but he can listen. Maybe I can get me some sponsors. Maybe I can drive out to wherever they're filming at in California. Maybe I'll just drive out. Maybe I get sponsors. You know, I'm a bum. Maybe I'll wear your t-shirt out there. Maybe I'll get seen. Maybe you can help me with some fuel and some hotels out there, and I just kick it. I feel like,
yeah.
I'm just a bum, but good. Help me ride good out there, and I'll wear your
that's right.
I'll wear your shirt, your hoodie, your what's the other one called, that the snowflakes wear nowadays? They cover 95 degrees outside and they got a toboggan on. I call them toboggans.
Yeah.
Whatever they're fucking called. Yeah. Got that
beanie.
thing on there. Beanie, yeah. I'll wear that. The ones that are crying about my scaring the little kid on Halloween.
Dude.
Boo-hoo.
And I thought that was the funniest shit. I'm telling you.
Dude, I watched that like 10 times and it was hilarious. And I got high and it was even funnier.
They scared the shit out of that kid.
But you know what? That kid ain't never gonna be right again, ever. Ever, never. That kid ain't gonna be right.
Dude, I thought it was hilarious. And for people to message you bitching about that, I mean, come on, man. People.
And that's just the beginning of it. I mean, I'm surprised I'm not either. Facebook haven't taken it down because people cry.
What the fuck?
I mean, it has 20,000 shares and like 40,000 comments or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Everybody wants to get in everybody's business, but it is. But if y'all want to sponsor Limpy to go out to California, maybe I can get on this guy's list down here. But maybe somebody sponsor me. But this guy right here, he needs no introduction, does he?
He's bad, dude.
I mean, he talks the talk and he walks the walk.
Love him or hate him, he's badass. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah,
he's badass. Can't take nothing from him.
And I've seen an interview this weekend, down there, and when we was in Mexico, South Texas, and it went something like this.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Hey, that sums it up, though. Do you like that shit?
Love you, man. Love you.
Love you. I love you too.
Oh,
man.
He showed me that a minute ago. I was like, that's perfect.
And I just thought of it about 20 minutes ago. That's why we was a little late, people, because my dumb ass. I'm illiterate when it comes to computer stuff. Not really, but I'm self-taught, and it took me forever to try to figure out how to download it. I downloaded it on my phone, and then and then I sent it to my email, and then I put it on here. But yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
pretty good. You know,
Yeah, that
pretty
was
good.
fun.
Oh boy.
So I want to see the video that has all the Karens pissed off. I haven't seen it.
Oh man.
Oh, how do you do that?
I don't know.
If
It's
you
on
do
my.
it,
I can't.
Is it on your page?
It's not. Yeah, it's on my personal page.
Okay, I'll look at it
It
later.
was posted October 17th. I mean, I don't post a shit ton, so you should be able to find it right away.
Yeah.
It's on the Chris Limpy Collins page, not
Okay.
the
It's
Limpy
good.
Limpy. Yeah, that kid ain't never gonna be right ever, but it's fucking hilarious. You know, it ain't no worse than my grandpa teaching me how to swim. You know, get me in the middle of the lake, throw me in the
Just
water,
throw you in the middle. Yeah.
I mean, did that happen today? Oh my God, people would lose their shit.
I know. My dad or my uncle, or I can't remember. I was probably 5 or 6. They threw my ass in the pool. Man, my mom beat the shit out of somebody. That's all I remember. My mom was swinging. They drugged me out of that pool. I'm half choking and shit. And my mom is over there just beating the shit out of somebody. So whoever threw me in, I don't even remember who it was.
Yeah, man, it was. I mean, oh boy, it's back in the days it was learn to fight or get your shit beat.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a rough. We grew up in a different era than most people. So
yeah, but the people bitching's probably same age too. That's what's crazy.
well,
Like
I know, but they don't.
What the hell?
I don't know. Well, they're the ones that got their ass whooped. They didn't want to learn to fight.
You two are pretty.
We're like wine.
Yes. I mean, you two are pretty.
That's right. It took a long time.
Yeah.
You're starting to catch up too with this chrome we got. This chrome and billet we got going on.
Definitely, I definitely got some chrome going on for sure.
Is it chrome from racing, or is it chrome for tuning, or is it chrome from dump truck?
It's flatbed now.
Or dually. Excuse me, dually? Is it dually?
That's what she said the other day. I messaged her. She said, "Call me flatbed now."
Probably from driving, man. Honestly, the drives have been brutal lately.
Yeah, when you drive somewhere, you don't. It ain't just 4 or 5 hours. It's a haul.
20. It's 20 everywhere I go. Oh, you want to go here? All right, that's 20.
How many miles you think you put in this year?
Oh, like 80,000.
He's went back and forth.
So my truck. Let me see here. My truck, I've had it, I think, 18 months, and I've put in 18 months, I've put over. I think I put 100,000 miles on it.
Holy shit, man!
Yeah. I mean, we went to the Eagle Pass race, and it was shit. Just from Wichita, it was 12 hours. And then from there it was 16 to go see my daughter, and then home was another 10 to Phoenix. So from Phoenix, yeah, it adds up.
Yeah,
it adds up. And people always ask me, well, why aren't you here for this race? And why aren't you here for this race? Man, this shit's expensive. So luckily,
sponsors.
I know. I'd love to get like a travel sponsor that covers like my fuel and my like lodging and stuff. That would be great.
Oh boy.
Fucking Alex.
Oh boy. He's just happy to get his trailer back, I bet.
Yeah, and it's in one piece too. All the corners are still on it. Like I didn't rip
that was gonna be my next question. How clean how was it still put together when you gave it to him?
Yeah. Now my trailer, he's got my trailer, and he done ripped the awning off of it and fucked up the side of it, and
he's just making it look better.
Yeah, something like that. No, he's got. So I'm buying his black one, and when he went out to H-Town, that man tore that fucking trailer all up. The awning fell off of it. Fucking ripped the awning off. Ripped the whole bottom panel off. Like tore it all up.
Damn.
Well, he don't want to get you too. He wants to slowly.
Yeah, he don't want me spoiled.
Yeah,
he don't want me spoiled.
I can see that.
I got it. Yeah. Luckily, we've been winning some, so it helps with it definitely helps with the cost of getting out there.
Yeah.
And
especially when you get called out at H-Town for 20 racks.
Yep. Off the
That's
trailer.
nice.
Off the
Well,
trailer.
you went off the. Did he go off the trailer, or did he?
No.
He ran a
No.
streeter, didn't he?
Yeah, and he came up to me. I asked Mike if we could like just enter a dummy class and basically DQ ourselves after a first round, and he said no. And it was a little weird to me because I mean it puts more money in the pot for the guys that are in the class. We're not affecting the class, but we would have been first pair down the street. And that's what we tried to do. And it just didn't work out. So then he asked me, he's like, well, what do I do about True Street? And I just told him, I said, you can run whatever you want. If you're in True Street and we're not going to race until Big Tire, that gives you a pass. Honestly, I don't care. So I tried to make it as easy as possible so that we could get it done. And then we went first pair of Big Tire, and I was kind of surprised he gave me the right lane too.
No, that's the one we're talking about. Crazy.
Yeah,
one.
we still have it. We're actually going to raffle it.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the hype's up. It's a good truck. Somebody will enjoy it. We have too many vehicles as it is.
Man, it looks fast too.
It is. It runs pretty good. What did that say?
Did Disco Dean accept your call?
That would be a negative. He said I was born at what did he say?
He was born at night, but not last night.
Exactly. Yeah. He said he ain't stupid.
That's smart. Smart on his part.
I was about to say, if that was going to happen, I wanted in on that bet. I don't care. Make shit happen.
Right.
PayPal, cash
Venmo.
app, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll send some money somewhere.
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, so how do you feel about them? People, y'all can get all upset. The ones that didn't get invited, or that are actually legit should be in the show, but you got to look at from Pilgrims or productions. That's less people. They gotta do shit with. They're already committed to other shows, so they know they're good, so they can just come in there and do this. I mean, you got your camera chasers. They've been on every show that goes around, and yet they're still not real street, but they're still on the show, and it is what it is.
It is, yeah,
So-
that's true.
So, I mean, a lot of it, I feel there's probably going to be about 20 real deal small tire badasses on the show. And then there's going to be some fillers, and then there's going to be the rest of the normal cast, which I understand why they do that. Obviously they have ratings, and you know what pays the bills on the show is ratings on the TV. And people want to see, their guys that they cheer for or whatever. I get it. It's at the end of the day, it's still business, still industry, and they got to make money. So, I mean, luckily for me, like I make pretty good TV when we're on there, and we do well. So, like, it works out. They like me. So,
Yeah.
So I get invited back.
Oh, yeah. And people, I'm not going to make a Facebook post about clout chasing, about, this and that and the other.
No.
People who do that need, I guess they need the attention. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I made my post yesterday. Mainly, Jason and I both did it actually. Figured what the hell, we'll get the old internet buzzing and get people talking about it. And man, he joined blue collar real quick.
Oh boy,
I seen that. I was keeping up with it.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I respected his, because he point blank said no, and I respect that. I mean, you can't knock the guy. He's not stupid. So I mean, we're not the fastest guys out there, but we're definitely going to go down, and we're going to make it fast. I mean, we're going to go fast or off the trailer. So
yeah.
So I'm hoping that they don't do 14 days of testing and maybe a couple. Everybody's going to get testing.
That's
which
stupid.
I disagree with that. I'd like to go off the trailer myself. I think
should
that's the way it should be. But I mean, the big thing is, I guess now is they're going to test. So limit it, a couple of passes, and call it good. And then and I don't think anybody should be out there beating that street up for
Hell no.
days and days and days.
You know what's going to happen though. But Booster said it's not going to happen, so
it should be blown off and make sure there's no sand on it and go.
Yeah,
I mean,
I 100% agree.
It's the luck of the draw too, where you draw.
Correct, and you got to be prepared for first round,
yeah,
or last round.
Yeah,
I mean, you just have to be, and that comes from the homework beforehand. Like you got to kind of get an idea what the surface looks like, and then find something that's close to you that you can go test on, and hopefully you have something in your bag that you can pull out and get down relatively fast and get you some data, and whether it's first round, first pair or last pair. So, but I mean to me that's what makes street racing so fun. It's a challenge because you're not going to a track where you're going to hook everywhere. You're going somewhere. I mean, we could go somewhere. Fuck, when we race in DFW, we unload and we don't race there. We race 14 streets later. And the 14th street could be totally different than the street that we unloaded at. And you just have to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, you don't have time to make 4-link changes. You got to have something in there that's kind of neutral that'll get you down kind of anything. Might not be the fastest, but it'll get you down. And then, you just start managing the car from there. You don't really have time to make big swings and big changes with 4-link or this or that. You got to move some weight around and try power managing the car and doing your best to get it down the street. I mean, honestly. And, sometimes you get lucky with the 4-link and you nail it, but then the cops show up and we got to go somewhere where it doesn't want that 4-link and you need something else. And you're kind of like in left field. So for me, I always try to just kind of be neutral and smooth is fast for me. I try to just be smooth. So
for sure. Yeah. What originally got you into cars?
Missed it.
My brother.
Oh boy.
My brother got me into cars. So
I can see that.
My brother had a 66 Fairlane when I was growing up. Had a Cleveland in it. And back in the day, it was fast for the time, but I mean, it was a 12.0 car. So, I mean, today's standards, it's slower than most production pony cars. But, back then, God, that was fucking 40 years ago. God, old. But, I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and he took me for a ride in it, and it just pinned me in the seat. And after that, that was it. I was hooked.
Been hooked ever since.
Hooked, like totally hooked. So,
when did you start street racing?
When I was
like on your own.
17. Got my first ticket when I was 18.
Hell yeah.
3 years probation, 3 points, $750 fine. Dolan Road in Monterey, California.
Seeing people that think you're not real street.
Oh,
I mean, right there.
I'm fucking real street. Limpy can attest to that. I've been on plenty of streets.
Oh, hell yeah. I know. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer doing street stuff, but we've definitely taken in the front side no prep stuff. I feel like we've got a pretty good car for that now. I mean, obviously we won more in the woods. So, I mean, but we've been really competitive with the front side no prep. Mine and Jason's car have been 60-foot machines. And I mean, for turbo cars to 60-foot nitrous cars, and that's saying something. And real deal nitrous cars, not turd nitrous cars, like real deal guys that are out there all the time.
Yeah,
and
no, I agree.
That's hard to do. A lot of turbo cars can't do that. But we've definitely worked hard to get them to do that. That's for sure. Said California on Yosemite Parkway.
I don't know where that is.
On Yosemite
I don't either.
Merced.
That ain't my part of town.
Frank Lindy.
He's actually from here.
What car? What car did he have? What car did you have, Frank? Man, I've raced so many people. I bet that's back in my El Camino days for sure.
Yeah.
When did you start working on cars?
Man, young. Like I'd always go out and help my brother tinker on his car. And And then I started building my own car when I was like 17. And I had a little mini truck. It was a Dodge D50 or Ram 50. And it had my son had a 2600. I had a 70 Mustang.
Orange.
Possibly. It had a little 4-cylinder in it, and we ported the head, and I put side drafts on it and put nitrous on it, stick shift deal, welded the diff, all the stuff that you do when you ain't got no money, and you're trying to go out and have some fun. And that's what I got my racing ticket in. And the cop, he was funny. He's all, what are you doing out here in this? I said, and just me being me, I was like, did you not watch the race? Because we beat him. We raced I think it was like a 68 Mustang or something. And I put a couple of car links on him. And luckily we didn't get impounded. We didn't go to jail. I definitely felt it. But, back then, $750 fine, that was, yes. $750 fine back in the day, that was a lot of money.
No shit.
Oh, yeah,
it
still is.
$750 still, a decent chunk of money.
It still is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pays for, that's one way for me to get to Wichita. It's about $800 in fuel.
Damn.
One way.
Damn, you was a Mopar guy too?
I had a 72 Duster with a small block in it and a 416. So it's funny, that same mini truck, I pulled the 4-cylinder out and I did a small block Chrysler swap in it. And we raced that. I raced that thing for years. We went I think we went 1060 in it.
Damn.
And back in the day, it had a 360 with some X heads and a purple shaft and like 150 shot. And it was fun. I had fun. That was a long time ago.
Damn.
Yeah, that's going to happen here pretty soon too.
Richard and Limpy.
Hell yeah.
No trailer.
Who's going to flag it?
No trailer.
Yeah. Is your car almost done?
No.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
What's left?
They got a bunch of other cars in front of mine, so I'm good with that.
Oh, okay. Who's working on it, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Robert and Botello Performance.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh no.
When did you open your shop?
Fist pumper 5,000 to flag
No. I burned my training by the time he got to me.
So I had a shop about, I don't know, 10 years ago, I'd say, maybe a little longer. And I ended up giving it to, I had some health issues and I kind of stepped away. I ended up having I think they call it a hiatal hernia. And it was the most miserable experience. Man, it got to the point where they didn't know what was wrong with me. They couldn't diagnose me. Fuck, I just wanted to die, honestly.
Damn.
I couldn't sleep at night. Like literally I'd get 20 minutes of sleep every night. It hurt so bad. And I went back and forth to doctors and specialists and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And it was horrible. So then I ended up working for another shop kind of near me after I had surgery and they fixed me. I had surgery, they got me fixed, and I worked for another shop for a couple of years, and then I opened up what I have now, which is just small. It's just me. I have a dyno. Fabian will do some work for me sometimes, but for the most part, it's just me. And then I have Abraham that does all the fab stuff. So I've had that for probably 4 years now. So, but everybody kind of knew me before that. So
right.
I've been tuning since I've probably been tuning for probably 25 years.
Damn. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you have another profession?
I worked at an electrical shop. So I did a lot of electrical repair, automotive electrical repair and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I worked at an auto lab, so built starters and alternators. And then I worked for the city of Fresno as a mechanic on the garbage trucks.
Damn.
And then they requested us. There was a lot of politics involved in that job. And then they requested us to get a Class A to drive the garbage trucks 90 feet from the yard to the shop. And at that point, I was like, well, I'm going to street race and I'm not going to stop. So this job's not going to work for me.
Damn.
Some
Hell
people
yeah.
say I'm stupid. You know, I gave up a cushy job, but like, that's my passion. Street racing is my passion. So I 100% gave up that job, started doing my own thing. That's when I started doing my own thing.
So you've always been in mechanics of some sort, really?
Yeah.
Since you was young.
Yeah. I took auto classes and, you know, in high school and then, like I said, I'd go help my brother. He worked at a shop in called Gilroy Car Care, and I would go with him during the summer. I was probably in the way more than anything else, but I just go and, you know, help him I get dirty all the time. And so no, I don't tune the new Mopars, Bill. They're a pain in the ass. I do GM stuff, race car stuff, and that's about it. And then obviously I'll do chassis stuff, chassis tuning and stuff like that.
Do you use like HP tuners and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
For like factory style shit?
Yeah, I'll do EFI Live too. I have both. Lately I've been using HP tuners just mainly because I have credits. Let's just say that.
Right.
So it makes it more cost beneficial for me.
Sure.
So
yep.
So
you gotta get credits for different vehicles.
Yeah, so like
every VIN number, right?
Right. So every VIN you gotta license it or credit it. So like anything pre 2016 GM takes 2 credits pretty much that I tune. Obviously the diesels take a little more, but let's just say like a 2013 Camaro comes in, it's 2 credits to flash it. So, but I have open streams, so that saves me some credits there. So
hell yeah.
And then obviously I do all the standalone stuff and Holly stuff. So learned a lot I've learned a lot racing the pony, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the Z I was just starting to like really get into the turbo stuff and the alcohol stuff with the Z. And then obviously we had the accident and then I got in the pony and I've learned a lot in that car. That car's taught me a lot. That's the best car I've ever driven. 100% hands down, the best car that I've ever driven.
But you had messed with the pony before the Z2, correct?
No.
Oh, no shit.
No. So I had the Z and then Emmanuel bought the pony on that trip that I was in Arkansas when I crashed the Z. So the pony came back literally the same week that I came back all broken. Fucked up. So then a week later, I was in that car racing it in our first shootout with that car.
Holy shit. I didn't realize that. So it ain't really been that damn long.
It's 2 years, about 2 years, 2.5 years.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. But I mean, I probably got we test that car all the time. And like, I know I have over 1,000 passes. I was looking at, over the last year, how many rounds we've won. And because Frankenstein asked me for like a win-loss ratio and stuff like that. And man, we had a pretty good year. Like from November to November, we definitely won some stuff. We had a stretch there of some really, really bad luck, just with like parts breakage and some stupid shit. But overall, we've had a pretty like this 12 months has been pretty solid.
How much money you think you've won?
Oh man, this 12 months, over 100.
Man, that's awesome. I talked to a few other racers the other day, and combined they got 2 cars and they were about 155,000.
Yeah,
2 cars. So that's awesome, man.
You figure so H-Town just the last trip. Let's say H-Town and H-Town and Eagle Pass.
Oh yeah,
I made 25 grand.
Damn.
Then the weekend before that was Chuckwalla, and we won every class there except for daily driver.
Yeah.
We won truck, we won big tire, we won small tire, we won outlaw small tire.
Did it pay anything?
Yeah, small tire was 8,800.
Damn, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, and then War in the Woods, that was huge. I never, in a million years, I never would have thought we would have won it the first time. Not with the people that
Shit.
were there.
I was gambling on you all.
Yeah, but man,
It's my choice to win it all.
I don't know. I'm just always, not that I second guess myself, but other people had data there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We didn't have any. It helps that I get two data rounds every hit because of Jason with his car. And they tune similar. I try to do the same thing with both on front side stuff, you know. I don't use the go gadget chassis and suspension, and I try to not waste energy. I try to go out, not up.
Yep.
So at least at a track. So
yeah, because you don't have all that crazy long travel or nothing, do you?
It does. The pony does.
Just don't look. It don't look it. It don't.
I
move
don't
that
use
far.
it very often. So the pony's got 9-inch travel Rangees on the front, but I just keep them locked down for the most part, unless I'm like on some really bad chip seal stuff. And then lately on the chip seal stuff, we built a bar for the back of the car.
Cheater.
Hey, until they tell me I can't run that motherfucker, we're gonna run it. So
Yeah, because it works, right?
It does work. So can't deny it. Joey hit that one on the head for sure. Waylon. So shit, his son's my hero, man. His son was chasing me down the track.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That
kid's about it, man. He definitely living the best life right now.
At the end of the night when we were done, he was sitting up, walking up, and I was looking at him, and I was like, man, you look tired. He's like,
my feet hurt.
He's like, my feet hurt, and I was like, welcome to my world, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. When Waylon and I raced, I came back up and I could see him. He was sad. His hero didn't win. His dad's his hero, man. That's totally awesome.
Yeah.
And I stopped and I opened the door and I yelled at him and said, get in here and drive this car. And he looks at me, he's all, no, I don't want to drive it. He's all, hang outside of it. He was chasing the whole team. He was.
That's
so
awesome.
he hopped on, and man, he hopped on the car and his frown turned upside down and he started smiling and cheesing, and it was cool. It's cool to see him out there in his little Mario costume.
Hell yeah.
It's a stock suspension, Bobby. It's a stock suspension, stock front end. Obviously it's got all the stuff done to it, but
all the good stuff.
Suspension. Yeah, it's triangulated 4-link. So
is it mini tubbed or?
Yeah, it'll tuck it. It tucks 29s. So we stretch the quarter panels and it's mini tubbed, and
I love that kid too.
Yeah, for sure. The pictures of him when he was standing on the bar and stuff, he's got his arms up, and that was cool. Those pictures were cool. Definitely. That was a fun time. It sucks that the way they ran that race, I didn't understand the 2 bracket thing. Like, Waylon comes up to me, he's all, hey, you want to run first round? I'm like, why the fuck do I want to run you first round? I want to run you in the finals, man. I was confused. And then the way it works out, there's a loser bracket that basically gets no penalty for losing. Like, there's 0 penalty for losing. Like, you don't have to win twice in the finals, nothing. You just get into
you had one guy that lost, and he made it all the way to the finals, and then you had Nate who didn't lose, and you had Waylon who didn't lose. They had to race each other just to race the guy that already lost once.
Yes. Yeah,
but,
it didn't really make any sense to me, so I kind of missed it early on, and really we should have raced each other first round so that I know it would have been us in the final. They fixed the rule now. But I know it would have been Waylon and I in the final.
But that's what I was asking. I said, so does he have to beat Nate twice? If for some reason he beats Nate the first time, does he win, or does he have to beat him twice? And they're like, oh, he wins. I'm like,
he wins. Yeah.
I was like, well, that don't make
it didn't really make any sense. So
I'm lost now. Thinking about it.
It ain't my race, but I was just down there to flag. But it was a good time. There's a lot of scenery down there, eye scenery.
Yes. Yeah, you were taking pictures.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
That's our safe word. That's our safe word here, people.
You got to look away.
I'm trying to make it obvious, people. So for the guys over here, they're just still talking. I'm like,
What's the safe word?
so with people,
Oh,
people,
shit.
if you ever get on here and we talk, we usually bring people on and ask them, what you don't want. If you don't, is there something that you don't want to talk about? And he was like, I don't give a shit. He goes, what if do I have a safe word? And I was like, yeah, just look away.
Just look away.
Just look away. And I was like, what? I can't see if I'm sorry. I'm like,
I mean, there was some people taking pictures
shit.
there.
There you go.
yeah, there was.
Yeah. Not me. I walked away.
Fuck your life. Fuck your life.
Bing bong.
Oh. So how's Big Earn been? Has he been eating Waffle House a lot lately?
Yeah. No, he's been doing football stuff with his son.
Oh yeah.
So he hasn't been racing much. So
Are you ever gonna get his car out?
I don't know, man. I hope so. It's a cool car. I don't really know what's going to happen right now. We kind of stopped going to a local race because I don't know. There's some bullshit politics involved.
Politics.
There's politics everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean it's one of those races where it doesn't pay anything. It's just fun because you go out with your family and you go out with your friends and you race with your friends and you have a good time. And that kind of went away, like the good time part of it, because of some bullshit. And it just, I don't know. I don't feel like we didn't support it this last time. And I'm not saying that we're the reason why, but the car count definitely suffered for sure. So, but I mean, when we go, we take 6, 7, 8, 10 cars. So,
yeah. And it seems like whenever you're home, it seems like you're always doing something, whether it be at the airstrip or, going to Arizona or, it seems like there's always something going on that you're somewhere.
Yeah. There's a barbecue this weekend at the spot that I had my shootout at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to take my nephew's car. He's got a little Nova that we did LS swap and a 4L80 in. I'm going to take that.
Hell yeah.
Go out and just have some fun and not put any wear and tear on the pony, honestly.
Yeah.
And
then
then
you don't want to take a chance before you start filming again too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got a grudge race that's going to happen before that for some decent money. So we definitely don't want to have anything happen to the car. I can't really talk about it.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
I got you.
But I will tell you guys after we get off air.
I got you. Good deal.
Hell yeah.
Who's the oldest racing now? I don't know what that means.
Who's the oldest? I'd say Doc.
Who?
In the dart. Doc. Shit, he's older than me.
Yeah. Oh, was he from Arkansas?
Yeah.
With that big screw blower.
Oh yeah.
The dude
Super nice
every
guy.
time, super nice guy, and every time he's in a burnout box, I'm just counting hats.
Right, a red duster or something. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a duster or dart. Yeah, it's a duster.
Duster.
It's a duster.
Yeah. We need to get together with another birthday party for this kid.
Right? He needs some more blow up dolls.
Yeah, he needs some more dildos and. But we can just get together for some filet tail. I'm down like a flat tire.
I want to try that shit.
I'm down like a flat tire on that.
I want to try
good.
it.
We were talking about that this weekend.
Damn.
So if you guys happen to magically come out, I don't know if you're gonna.
Room's
you do,
booked.
if I can get some sponsors,
My room's booked.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you, I told you I'll help you out, Limpy.
I'll probably sleep in my car as long as I get some gas money to go. I'm good.
I got a room. I got a room.
Fly
already.
you out there.
Room's booked.
Got a room. What?
Yeah.
When?
I'm flying into LV and then driving down.
I'm probably going to just drive out there. If
Yeah,
I can talk
So,
Mama into it.
I ain't gonna talk about the dates or nothing on here, so everybody really knows.
here's
but yeah,
the deal. If I know that you guys are going to come,
I'm coming. Me and my old lady.
okay. So then I'll have my brother talk to his guy at Harris Farms, and I can get some of that filet tail.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah.
Dang, my mouth's watering already. Just thinking
Right?
about that shit.
Look at him.
God dang.
He's salivating.
I'm 100% coming. I'm in.
Okay.
I hadn't talked to him about it, but
I can leave out
Well,
during the
for
week.
him.
I got it. I can't. So you are filming after the 12th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
So I can start. I can come out there. I can be out there.
Okay.
Double check my schedule here. I know I can't do nothing on the 12th that weekend, or not this weekend. Well, I can't do nothing this weekend or next weekend.
Yeah.
I fly out on the I think the 15th, and we were gonna hang out there for a night, eat dinner and shit, and then come
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
ride out.
16th is the first day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there closer to the
That.
than to
Well,
the end.
let
And
me.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Send me all your info. I'll get you in as a crew.
You need mine too.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Limpy.
Fuck, last time we
I'm a
showed
fan-
up, they didn't have a clue who he
I'm
was.
a fanboy, and whatever shirt I'm wearing is who sponsors me.
We
Yeah.
showed up in
Or-
Vegas. They looked at us like, "Who in the fuck's these guys?"
Right.
Like we went in like we knew what the fuck was going on, and we actually, when we got on set and I seen no lip smacker walking around,
Oh my God.
and I was like, well, maybe I don't fucking know what's going on. Maybe I don't know what's going on.
Lip smacker.
What you may say? What you may say, boss? What you may say?
Oh man.
That shit
Hold on,
blew
hold
me away too. I mean, that was kind of fucked up. I heard what do you want me to say next, or what do you want me to do next? Multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, when you ain't got a professional actor, he's got to like, where you may stand, what you may say, what's my line? I need my cue cards. What does that say?
Hold on,
It's
they
like-
don't know who it is. Who's lip
It's, al-
smack?
it's almost like our president. Yeah.
He's a street outlaw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
He's a
some-
street outlaw. Did you see that? Did you see it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I'm right here. Lost. God damn it! When Boosted did that shit,
It damn near broke the internet.
it did. Well, it broke it so much it got taken off of Facebook, and then he had
I'm
to like.
sure it did.
Yeah, it got put back on though. I think one of you fuckers from Cali made that shit happen. I don't. Probably one of AJ's fanboys probably reported it. So
Oh, it got taken down.
yeah, and then it got put back up.
Oh,
So
boy.
yeah, it's crazy. Like just that little bit of trolling I did yesterday, because that's all it was yesterday. Was just a little bit of friendly trolling with Dean, which
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing against the guy, but I mean, if he were to say yes, I would definitely take that race. But man, the fans just go crazy.
I think this guy right here, he probably got both of them already, so he can wear them out there.
Oh my
We need a
god!
Midwestern- Oh god, man. Oof. Oof.
They'll probably make him turn it inside out.
Right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I would say so.
Yeah, I talked to the warden. I'll talk to the warden. Maybe she'll let me roll out. I thought it was like going all the way, but no, it ain't even.
It's at the border.
It's at the
Yeah.
border.
But I thought it was like you had to go like to Los Angeles and then head south like towards
No.
like, San Diego. I
No,
was
the
looking at
tan,
it, I was like, hell no, that's a little closer than
The 10 takes you straight to it.
Yeah.
So
like, hell,
so
that
when
ain't
I left Eagle Pass, I took the 10 and I literally passed right by it. Both of them.
Shit, you can get on 10 right there in Texas too, can't you?
Yeah.
That turns into out here up north. He jumped on 10 when you left
When I left
there.
Eagle Pass.
Yeah, when
Shot
you
straight across.
Junction or whatever, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
20
wanted
turned
to-
into 10 about out there like Abilene or out past Abilene.
Abilene, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I just wanted to get out of there. Like it was 2:00 in the morning and I'm by myself.
And he got a shitload of money.
I do. I'm like, I'm out. I went and filled up and I was gone.
I seen you when I left. I drove. I seen you pulling out at gas station. I guess I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I don't know if I might have dozed off or was rolling through town, and my radar's going off forever for like it seemed like 3 or 4 miles, and it's just going off, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. And I see a sign that says 65, so I go 65, and I just keep on going, and I'm going through town, and then I see the cop. He lights me up, pulls me over, and I was like, okay. I was like, oh boy. I ain't got no weed on me. I ain't got no weed. I ain't got no weed on me. I got my gun. So, I mean, we're good. And he was all like, yeah, it's 40. You're doing 65 and a 40. I was like, I've never seen a 40 mile. I've seen the 65. I've never seen the 40. He's it's 40 through town, but I'll give you a warning. I'm like,
damn.
Okay. 25 over with a warning.
Holy shit, man.
I was like, damn, okay.
Man, you were putting that chrome to use, bud.
I guess I either I just didn't see the sign or I was asleep, which it might have been both of them.
Probably both. Because I'm telling you, I think my truck just knows how to get home. It's like a barn shy horse or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, man, I don't know how I made it as far as I made it when I left there. Because I was already tired because I only got 5 hours of sleep the night before.
At least you got that many.
I know.
Man, that shit's rough.
It really is.
We pulled in at 6 something and like 6:15, 6:30, and then they had the cars were waking me up at like 8. They were firing them up. And stuff. And I was like, all right, it's gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
But,
everybody's rev tuning in the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh man, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and
Cool
people
to go
don't
from
realize
the-
that too, and even think about that, leaving some of these races with the money, with the pot. Like,
I think Kendall said somebody, I don't know if somebody followed him or it might have been not been Kendall, might have been somebody else, but somebody followed him for a pretty good ways out of town.
people don't think about that shit, man.
I did.
I do.
Also
You know,
over my
if
shoulder.
we're gambling somewhere and you done took a chunk of change, then
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
and
it's
for us,
uneasy
we had,
feeling.
well, and for us, we had multiple chunks of changes from the weekend before too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
might have got something because you got over X amount of money in cash you're not supposed to have. Could be a federal offense.
well, that shit's hidden. Good luck finding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went through. So I had to stop. I did have to stop at a border checkpoint when I was leaving.
I did too.
And
They asked me if
Damn.
I was a U.S. citizen. I said, no, I'm Texan. They're like, oh, go right on through.
right. Yeah. So I rolled up and they had the dog there, and they walked the dog by my truck and the trailer. And
Damn.
he's all,
Hell
you
yeah.
a citizen? I said, yeah. All right, man. Have a good night. All right, cool. You too.
They had the
Holy
fucking
shit.
the dog went fucking nuts in front of the truck that was in front of me. He fucking jumped on it a couple of times, and I'm like, they got the old boy's license and told him to pull up, and then
Oh man.
they walked out, and I pulled up, and I'm sitting there, I was waiting, and now he looks at me and looks how I got all this camera shit in my car, and I got all the shit in the back. He's like looking at, and he's like, "Where you come from?" I told him. I said, "Well, And then he's like, "You a citizen?" "No, I'm Texan." "Okay, y'all go right ahead. Go right ahead, sir."
Damn. No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I had 2 of them. I had to do 2 of them. So there was that one right there, about about an hour away from where we were racing, maybe
Yeah.
45 minutes, and then there was another one further down the road. So yeah, I hit 2 of them.
Did you hit the
Damn.
one? There's not one in El Paso, is there? No, that's all highway.
That's highway. So I did hit on what freeway was I on? I got on this freeway and it was 80 mile an hour, right? And I'm rolling 80,
that's
85.
welcome to Texas. Welcome to Texas.
Yeah. I was going like 85 and I'm rolling, right?
85 speed limit.
And I don't know. I hit what I felt was the fucking double jump. And the truck, the trailer, I'm sure the pony were all fucking airborne. I'm telling you. The fucking truck and trailer were airborne when I hit this shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I literally stopped and pulled over to check the car because it was like air. Like I probably could have rode the quad underneath the front of it.
You hit a cow?
No, it was the road. The road was that fucked up. It was like a double jump. It's like racing at Brown County.
Well, the good thing is at least you're doing 85, so it's not so
right.
If you're doing 65, it'd probably been a lot worse.
Right.
I don't know, man. All I know is the front end of that truck. You could have. I felt like you could have walked underneath it.
Was it New Mexico or was it?
No, it was still in Texas.
Damn.
I used to travel that road all the time back when I used to do oil field stuff. And
was it like the 60 maybe? 60 or it was the one right before I got to the 10. Actually, it might have been the 10. I don't know. All I know is that motherfucker, that was a jump. Like it was straight up jump. I'm out of my chair. I'm like, oh my God. I'm bouncing in the truck and this fucking truck's off the ground. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to die tonight.
Damn.
So
what happens if all the cars don't show up that says they're coming? Do you know? Is there standbys? Is there people like on standby? I mean, it would be hard to be on standby though, with it being all the way on one coast.
Right. I told, and this is what I told my guys out here that didn't get on, is to have your shit ready and to be there. So like Alex isn't on. My buddy Doug and Kristen, they're not on. I try to get them on. But I mean, at the end of the day, I only have so much that I can do. So I told him, I said, man, just make sure that your shit's there and ready to go. And if they have an opening, maybe we sneak you in. So,
right. You think the list was made before he made a post? Think they already knew who they wanted or who they?
I'm sure they had a good count.
I know for me, I knew almost 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't. I mean, he made that Facebook Live video. It's been a little bit,
right? And then they asked me for names and numbers of everybody else.
Gotcha.
And that's when I gave them all their info. So
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, it's very well known for 24 hours before, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's
the way it's always been, people. I mean,
yeah,
even back when they were doing just the 405 show,
just the 405,
just a regular, the OG show.
Yep.
It was, you wouldn't get a call, but
4 days,
Wednesday, Tuesday, that hey man, get a team together and we're gonna go filming.
Yeah, it's wild.
So you got to like get your shit together within 4 days.
I feel they do it on purpose so that you can't be prepared.
Oh yeah.
So.
Who is it?
It's my daughter. She come to get her car. I've been fixing where she hit a deer, ripped the whole front end off.
Oh, damn.
Fenders, headlights, grill, core support.
That time I hit that deer over by our race spot out here that north of me that Nate loves so much. Just say that. It was like $6,000 worth of damage to the old A's car.
It ripped her whole front end off. Everything. Yeah. Everything from the windshield forward.
And I was only doing like 25 miles an hour.
What spot are we talking about, Limpy?
The spot that you like up north of me.
Oh, okay.
The one that you won some money on.
Yeah.
Against a blower car.
Yeah, that road be fast.
Yeah.
That's the fastest virgin road I've ever been down.
It likes to party.
It really does. When you come out of the burnout and it goes, you're like, oh, okay.
She drives like AJ.
Roll.
AJ hit a deer too.
AJ just be screaming.
I seen that motherfucker scream when he's driving through when we was in Kingman, Arizona, trying to go through the McDonald's drive-through.
He was in Rank's truck too. They were on their way out here, and Rank never texting or driving at all. He come over this hill and everybody was stopped. Like legit, everybody was stopped.
I already know what's gonna happen.
Jason's on the brakes and he's like, "We ain't gonna stop." And fucking AJ, I guess, starts screaming like a little bitch, squealing like a pig.
He did the same thing when we were going to Kingman at one time, and I stopped and got gas, and Richard started driving. Richard's like 100. He's seeing where the governor is. That's like 113, and he comes over top of the hill, slams on the brake, and I was like, I hear this girl screaming in the backseat. I was like, what the fuck? When did we get this fucking girl? When did we get the girl? When did we pick up a girl?
Poor guy.
Man. Has he ventured off of chicken nuggets yet?
No. I don't know what he eats because he only weighs about 78 pounds. So
I know that's chicken nuggets. Yeah. I mean, he gets like a 4-piece every time.
A 4-piece. The kids' meal.
I don't know how many pieces they sell.
David's asking about. No, he didn't accept the call out. There was a bunch of people wanting to get in that pot. I promise you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We're doing good. So
yeah, he did.
As long as you've been doing this, what keeps you going where you don't get burned out? I'm sure you got burned out a couple times, but what keeps you motivated? Cash?
No, I mean, yeah, the money's nice. It's nice to win. It's nice to get paid for the work that you do. Honestly, it's just the love of what I do. Like, I love being in the car. I love being challenged and forced to go faster. That's why I come. And it's not a knock against the guys in California because, man, I'll tell you, the guys on the West Coast have honestly really tried hard to step their program up. Brent out in Arizona, he's definitely raised the bar out there. Yeah. We've got a lot of super fast guys here. Hell yeah. We got a lot of super fast guys here that, but when I first started going out to the Midwest, I don't think it was like that as much. And, that saying Midwest fast, I mean, it's true, but I think the rest of the country's starting to catch up. Like, I feel like I could bring 10 guys from the West Coast and they roll right along with, the guys that I race when I come out to the Midwest. I just enjoy being in the car. And doing, like, letting go of the button and giggling when I let go of the button because it took what I put in it, or we made a good pass when nobody else could make a pass. When I get to race people that I haven't raced before, meeting new faces. I finally fucking beat Kendall the other day at H-Town. He's every time we'd race, I'd get a little closer. But as of right now, we're 3-1. He's got me 3 times. So,
damn.
Yeah. So, you can't take nothing from him. That guy gets down. He's fast. That poor old thing was fucking smoking like a choo-choo train, but
he pulled up the line, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Once he hits the spray, it'll clear it.
Right. He said it wasn't really slowing the car down, but it was definitely smoking. So,
yeah.
But
you could tell the difference when I went out to when I went out there the first time. When y'all went to where was that? Tulare? Or what do y'all call it?
The Foo.
When y'all went out to the Foo, and then I seen a bunch of cars, and then y'all went out to Kingman. I seen pretty much the same cars, and you can tell that that they're getting faster. And the same. It's the same. Y'all race on like some sidewalks compared to what we're used to.
Yes, it is.
I mean, y'all gotta drive. Y'all gotta drive your shit, and y'all ain't got much room for error.
Yep.
Correct. And I don't think a lot of the street racing scene really understands that. Like, we don't have the road luxury that you guys do, where you got concrete almost everywhere that you go. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've raced on some shitty roads in Texas and in Oklahoma, but I mean, we we've got a couple of roads that are fast, but I mean, like Guthrie, that road's unreal for blacktop.
I know, but Guthrie's just like, I mean, that's perfect for y'all setting, because that's something you're used to. Narrow,
dark,
yeah,
crowned.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% agree.
Oh, hold on. You got to see this.
Okay. The day that Nate got gapped. Oh, and Kingman, that was not a gap, fool. You fucking beat me by a fucking nose. And you're lucky that we're friends, because I would have protested that one.
That's a fun ass spot too.
You couldn't even tell. Limpy's like, I think Alex won, but fuck. I said, whatever, man, whatever you want to call it. It was close.
It was in my phones that they had.
Yeah, it was close for sure. He earned it.
You know, racing on them narrow roads, I feel like that
makes us better.
That makes you a better driver. You know, a better chassis tuner, better.
There's no
guys
room for
got
air.
room, right? And everybody else has room where you go race. I mean, that does make you a better racer.
That's why for me, like, I always try not necessarily to be the fastest on the street, but I try to make sure that it makes the smoothest, cleanest pass with as little effort as possible. Sure. Because I mean, smooth is fast, and you have to do that out here. Tulare the Foo has taught me that. Like,
yeah,
less is more on roads like that.
Shit, I mean, we're going to be seeing cars wadded up in ditches now. Everybody's going to be going out trying to find the narrowest damn road to test on and try and get their program together.
Right.
Well, I mean, them guys have got going. I mean, they're running some numbers, especially out there at the Foo. Them guys were straight.
I mean, we go 30s. We go 30s on 28s out there, which I mean, that's fucking rolling on that road.
Yeah,
at like 133.
You got like 18 inches on one side and 18 inches on the other.
Mm-hmm. It's tight.
I mean, it's even tight for this fat boy to stand in between.
Mm-hmm.
Bang his light.
It really is. And the crazy part is the road's not very good. The first 100 feet legit is fast, like really fast. But after that, you're kind of like in cruise control, and Kingman too. Kingman's worse than Tulare. Kingman is narrower than Tulare.
And it's dusty out there, what people don't understand.
Correct. It's very dusty. Right. It was funny. I watched some of the live feed that Limpy did out there, and people from the Midwest just talking shit, not knowing what that road is.
Idea.
They have no fucking clue what that road is.
No.
They're like, oh, look at all that rubber. That road should be fast as fuck. Man, that road's not, though. You got 75 to 100 feet to do all of your ET. And then after that, you're kind of cruising. And then the last 100 feet, you pour some coals to it to get some mile an hour. And I mean, that's kind of the way you get down it.
Yeah.
And, it's just, that's the way our roads are. We've got a few roads out here that are fast, but we don't have the concrete jungle like you guys have. Not even a little bit. I have to drive 2.5 hours from me to go test on concrete for when I go out there. So we tested the Pony for H-Town on Monday night, and we tested Bain on Wednesday night, and then loaded up and took them both out on Thursday.
Damn.
To head to H-Town. So.
Damn it.
And my tune-up, luckily the tune-up was pretty much spot on, other than the H-Town, where it pulls you over to the right in that right lane. And I actually scrubbed the curb at about, 450 feet, 500 feet. It hit the curb. The exhaust pipe hit it. And I was 100% off the throttle. So I thought the dude jumped. Fuck Limpy.
I thought he jumped too. And then I started watching the video.
Yeah.
And it was actually just, it's a lucky guess. It was a lucky
spot on guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just a lucky guess. But
luckily I thank God I went and did my job and let go of the button. Because I saw him go. I was like, holy shit, he jumped. But luckily I let go of the button and went and got him. So I think we caught him about 300 foot. And then I cleared him and I was starting to truck away. And then that's when it made the move to the curb and kind of had to lift. I didn't want to wad it up, so it's not worth it.
So when you go out to a road never been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at surface, you got tunes that you can, it's similar that you can kind of start with, and go with that.
And I'll be honest with you, I've got so many damn passes in that car. I kind of know what we'll do. Like, I mean, if we go to just like some dirty chip seal road, I mean, I might start with something, but I'll probably change it along with starting with a file that I already have. But I mean, a lot of times I'll just look at it and be like, I think it's going to go this fast early, and I think it'll take this much out back. And then the way I have the car set up, it'll put power in it. If I miss the tune-up light, it will put some power in it by itself. And then obviously the traction control will slow it down if it gets away from itself. But I mean, that's just from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of passes in the car, figuring out what the car wants, what it likes. And then it depends on if we're 28s or 29s. See, out here, we run 28s almost all the time. But when I'm out there, we run 29s almost all the time. So I wish everybody
What's your preference?
I like them both, honestly. Man, I used to be like 29. But then I spent so much time back out here racing that we really got pretty good on 28s. And I feel and then we started doing this front side stuff, which is all 28s. I feel my 28 game's pretty solid. Like I kind of went away from the 29s, and I had to go back into some notes for my 4-link. Because my 4-link tune-up is a lot different. My 4-link tune-up's a lot different than on 29s than it is on 28s. Yeah, hold on. Okay, Alex. So, my 4-link changes and travel changes in the front, and that to me though, that's the fun part about street racing. The challenge of coming off the trailer, the always on the pit of your stomach. Are we going to get rolled up on by the police? How much fuel
you might get your car set up for that road and then not even hit that road. I mean,
100%. Like, and that happens when we do DFW races. That 100% happens. You're like, okay, we're going to this road. All right, I know what I need to do. And then we get there and we unload and we make 3 passes, and some dickhead with a noisy ass blower car ruins the show, and we have to go somewhere else. And then, we go to 14 other roads to do 1 round of racing. It's crazy.
Either that or you got 14 rounds of trip draws.
Right? Because we can't figure out how to fucking count chips. Jesus Christ. You got 7 pairs, man. It's not rocket science.
Well, I got 7 chips. Oh,
God damn it. Oh, we got to redraw again.
I forgot about
how many times are we gonna have to fucking redraw, man? God damn it.
They redrawed until the cop showed up. That
right? And I wanted to go down that road too, because everybody was like, oh man, this road's fast. I'm like, fucking sweet.
And that road right there would have been perfect for you, because it's narrow and you're used to that, but that's a good road.
It's fast.
It's fast.
And we didn't even get to run. I was on my scooter and the cop rolled up and I said, oh, I'm out.
He's all like,
yep.
He gone.
Damn.
Yeah, that was the trip. I was smart that time. I came out with an open.
Yeah.
And man, I'll tell you what, it sucks. It sucks not having like all of my stuff there. But man, for a DFW race, fuck that enclosed. God
That's
damn,
the only way to street race.
Dude, I was so wore out pulling the pony in and out of that fucking trailer by myself.
Yeah.
On the first baddest in America, where we ended up on the 1-lane road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the one where the left lane's like 4/10 slower than the right lane. I forgot the name of that street. Cool spot, but
is that the one where your brakes didn't work?
On the Z, yeah, when it broke the brake pedal, smooth off.
God.
That motherfucking car stayed trying to kill me. I don't know. Like I said, the best thing that's ever happened was getting in the pony. That's by far the best car I've ever driven.
That's what I was going to ask you. It's probably Out of all the cars, and you've had quite a few, is that the best car that you've
yes,
rode?
100%. 100%. I mean, and I have my Mustang, which hopefully it'll be done soon. But I mean, it's on paper should be a better car. It should be 500-600 pounds lighter. It's, it's got more chassis and, but man, I don't know. I'll tell you, it's going to be hard to get myself out of that pony. You still have any leftover Z unit merch? Actually, yeah, I do. We got a bunch of shirts and hats.
Damn.
Yeah. See, I'm actually wearing a Z unit. Oh, hold on. A Z unit hat right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I need something to put up for little man.
So yeah, I have we do have, and we have some of the Wicked Motorsport Z shirts too still. So yep. So as far as cars go, thank you. Thanks, Jim. Man, that pony, fuck. That car honestly saved me too, because I don't know if y'all have ever been in a big wreck. I was in a big wreck. That wreck in Arkansas was a big fucking wreck in the Z. And I mean, sometimes when you don't get in a car very soon after a wreck, man, it can really fuck with you and you don't want to drive a car again.
Yeah, because you were supposed to, you're getting with me because you were supposed to do a grudge race or something. What you were looking for a grudge race?
Yes, the next day.
And I thought we had one over by with James's.
Yes,
the road out there.
Correct. And then Kyle and I did our thing and went partying, wheeling, and trying to crash into each other like we always try to do. I don't know what the fucking deal is with us, man. We be crashing each other crashing. Every time we race, we be crashing and shit.
Damn.
So hopefully that shit's over with. Like, because I like the shit out of Kyle. I mean, I watched that video of that wreck, of my wreck. And I mean, that man literally was jumping out of his car before it was even stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, and man, I roused the shit out of him so bad up until that point. And it was in good fun, but I mean, it's still, I roused the shit out of him. And he was no questions asked, jumped out of the car to get to me, to get me out of the car. So, I mean, he's a good dude. I like Kyle. Kyle's a class act.
Yeah. And plus he's been doing it forever too.
Yep. So we always have super close competitive races, but man, we've been crashing. Got to stop that shit. Kyle, we got to stop crashing.
Shit. Have you been almost as fast on 28s as you've been on 29s?
It depends on the surface, honestly. So like on a front side, I've been faster on 28s than 29s, but I can't compare because it was Thunder Valley versus Kid. And Kid I have enough power to run a 29. I mean, we can make 2,500 horsepower if we turn it all the way up.
Right.
And I think we could use a 29, but a lot of times, like, it's just, I can't compare. Like, I can't compare Kid surface because Kid surface after 350 feet is like an ice rink because it's got dust all over it.
Yeah, and it ain't no 37th Street either.
Fuck no. I've been faster on 37th Street than I've been at Kid.
Wow.
We've been 470 in the Z at 37th Street at 159 miles an hour.
God.
It's the fastest pass I've ever made in a small tire car other than the pony at like Thunder Valley.
I don't know how many small tire cars, period's been that fast.
On the street?
On the street.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not many. I mean, there's some that can run, close, but that's fast.
Yeah, I mean, we went on a draggy. We went a 117 60 foot on a draggy. Yeah, it was wild. And there was people there that saw it. We went 5-0 off the trailer, and that was literally, we had just tested at the equalizer and went like 5 teens at the equalizer. And I wanted to have a little bit more data. It was right before Salisaw. And so we went to 37th Street. I wanted a little more data with better surface, just so that I knew what it would do if the surface was better. And it came off the trailer, went a 5-0, and it wheelied about 200 foot out. And then, yes, David. And then, so
he's packing his shit. He ain't going to make a cash days.
So then we, we turned it. It's funny. It's funny that we're talking about this. I literally just watched the video with my buddy Zach this morning. We were talking about it because Zach was there when I did it. And he said, man, that was the wildest fucking shit I'd ever seen. And I remember sending the video to my buddy Kelly, and he sent it to Dominator. And Dominator told him, he's like, I don't want to race that car on that fucking street.
Golly.
Yeah, I'll send you the video of it. Happy. It was, I mean, it's like it's getting launched out of a slingshot, honestly.
That's incredible.
But that car was very fast. It was always trying to kill you. 100% always trying to kill you. The wheelbase was very difficult.
And it also depended on timing too, huh?
Yeah. A couple of degrees of timing was a big deal in that car, from wheeling on the bumper to, shooting it out with wheel speed. You know what I mean?
That's when it had the blower.
Yeah, that's when it had the blower. So when I made that fast pass on 37th Street, that was literally about my 6th pass ever in the car with a turbocharger on it. And then we went to Sallisaw, and I feel we had the car to win that day, and the fucking steering wheel bullshit and just shit like that. Like, that's where I feel I've evolved a lot, is just not letting the stupid shit beat me, not letting nerves beat me. Out here we didn't do a lot of shootouts and cash days. So I didn't have that kind of, like, we just grudge raced. So that's why everybody took me so wrong when I'd come out there, because I'd want to bet every time, and because that's all we do out here. Yeah. So, I mean, I rubbed a lot of people wrong, and I didn't mean to. It's just the style of racing that we did out here. And
it is totally different.
It's totally different.
Yep.
So I feel like early on when I was coming out there with the Z, man, we had a fucking badass car, but something would always happen. Something like stupid shit. The steering wheel falling off at Sallisaw, or, not getting lined up in the groove properly at the 28 race for Toby. Almost running over the dumb shit photographer girl that likes to run in front of fucking cars all the time. And, some of that was me because the car wasn't lined up straight, but like, she's standing right in the fucking way.
Right.
And, just dumb stuff like that. Like, for a long time that plagued me. Like, I gave away races because of that. We had a fast car, but, first round against the nerd at the next 28 race, we didn't have no CO2. I'm not taking anything away from him. He did what he did. He did what he needed to do to beat me. He made his A to B pass. His car made a great lick, and I had nitrous blown out of the front of my fucking blower because the wastegate was wide open. And that's just, but that's just racing, and that's just how you evolve. You got to learn from your mistakes.
Oh, yeah, you definitely learn from all of them.
Yeah, every failure I feel, and early on I didn't feel this way, but now I do. Every failure, but she deserves to be hit. Every failure is a success in a certain way, because you've learned from your failures, and you've learned from your mistakes.
Yep, you definitely ain't gonna do it again.
No, and if I do, man, I need to smack the shit out of myself.
Right.
And but those times also taught me that you got to know how to lose. Like, you got to know how to lose, because you ain't gonna win.
You got to learn how to lose first before you can learn how to win.
Before you can win. 100%. I 100% agree with that. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to understand that. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose, but at the end of the day, you're going to get the same energy from me if I lose or if I win. I'm going to walk up to you. I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to smile. I'm going to say good pass. And, and I feel that's the way it should be. Some guys haven't figured that out yet. Oh, man, I've known him forever. I used to tune his cars for him when he lived out here in California.
Damn.
So the ponies taught me a lot. Again, I wouldn't be where I'm at without that car, for sure.
When you're tuning, do you got some like just pain in the ass cars?
Yes, 100%.
Because believe it or not, I just signed up for this guy's tuning class that online, and he, I just want to get the basics, so I'm not reliant on people like, just so I can have my shit. So
I tell
whenever I'm
everybody
out,
they should do that.
So, but he said most of that shit is mostly troubleshooting than it is actually. It is and troubleshooting and then 10% tuning.
It is. So I get a car that come in, and let's say it's like a cam bolt-on 5th gen Camaro. This is easy. If that car's right and has no issues, I can have that car tuned and done probably in 45 minutes. But 99% of the time, that's not what happens. They get there and you got to spend an hour fixing this, an hour fixing that. And it wastes so much of your time. And then like you get it all fixed and then you're like, boom, 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 it's done. And the guy's like, oh, that didn't take you very long once it was fixed. I said, exactly. Once it was fixed. So yeah, standalone cars are typically worse, like Holly cars that are built by guys in their own garage, not by shops. But I mean, shop cars come in a bag of dicks too. So I mean, and it's nothing against the guys working on their cars at home. They just don't. Some of them don't understand the software, so they can't log anything and understand what is wrong with the car before it gets there. 90% of the Holly cars that come in that have problem, it's always in boost control because they've set out the muck valves wrong, they've plumbed the air wrong, and it's just common stuff. And I'll tell a guy, oh, it's probably this, and this, and it ends up being that, and that. And they're like, how do you know that? I said, because you're not the first one to come in here that has had that. I mean, it happens every day. Every day. I tune every day. I tune 4 or 5 cars a day. Unless I'm building motors. Like this week I'm putting a car together. These sensors. This week I'm putting a car together for a guy. And so I didn't do a lot of tuning. But, I mean, I had a car come in today for a tune. Should have been 45 minutes and done. And ended up having an oil pressure code. And when I put it on the dyno, I went to flash the file in it. And I started it up. And oil pressures sucks. And it's chirping. I'm like, oh, this thing's probably already hurt before we've even done anything. It should have been a 30-minute job, and ended up now I'm going to pull the filter off tomorrow and cut it open and see if there's any metal in it. If there's metal in it, we're done. So yeah. So, but I mean, that's just unfortunately that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So
we're not going to be calling you Cali Nate much longer, are we?
No, it's going to stay that. Even if I move, I don't want it to change, man. That's kind of got a decent ring to it. Everybody knows about that. So I was definitely. It was funny. Yesterday, this guy made a comment on one of the Disco Dean posts. Right? He's like, "Man, that Cali Nate guy's an asshole." So I chimed in there and I said, "He sure is. He's a fucking dickhead." And then, you could tell that it went off in his head. And then he's like, oh, I see what you did there. I said, yeah. You don't even know me and you call me an asshole.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but you plan on moving though, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'm sure you've been caught worse though.
Oh, I have been. It don't bother me anymore. I don't care anymore.
You're like me. You get to a certain age where you just don't give a shit about
don't give a shit. No,
you don't. If it doesn't affect my 4 walls, I just don't give a shit.
Right. I mean, for the most part, them people ain't paying my bills. They ain't helping me with the race program. I mean, I make happy who I need to make happy, and that's all that really matters, honestly.
Right.
So, and if somebody doesn't like me because of some TV drama that is supposed to be TV drama, it's TV drama.
That's how you get to be on TV.
Correct.
That's how you get to be. That's why I'm not on TV. I don't do that shit.
Right. And for me, I do that so that I can go race. It's more racing for me. Yeah, you got to deal with some drama and you got to deal with some bullshit. But man, sometimes it's fun to go and just kick a dude in the teeth.
Facts. Yeah.
What was that?
So if you ain't feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, fuck them.
Pretty much, yeah. So, like, I mean, sometimes it's fun to go kick them dudes in the teeth. You know?
Oh hell yeah!
You know that first go around where I took the pony when it was purple. I mean, they fuck that whole saying "fuck around and find out." You're gonna fuck around and you're gonna find out. Well, they found out what a real small tire street race guy does. And you know, at that point, we were still kind of young in the pony, and we weren't as fast as we are now. And we fucking took straight money from them, like fucking
Not
80,
a
90,
little bit, not a little bit.
80, 90 grand. Like,
Yeah.
And then it got so bad that they were betting on emotion because they were so mad that we kept beating them, and they didn't know why, and they didn't know why I could sit on them, and they didn't know why I wouldn't jump, and they because I had
because you learned their hustle.
That, and I had every one of their cars so covered that it didn't matter if they fucking jumped. I could still go get them.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that's a lot of it, what it came down to. And then once I did a couple of rounds, I honestly felt like there wasn't a car there that was remotely close to me that they owned. So I had them in my back pocket. We could do whatever we wanted with them. And we did.
That's the most money you ever won at one time?
At one time, it was against JJ. It was like, it wasn't all my money, but I think it was 30,000 aside. So
that's a hell of a pot.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. In one race. And his shit was broken. His shit was straight broke. They had 5 cameras on me to see if I jumped. And I left on the arm drop.
Oh yeah.
Because you knew he's hurt, and you knew.
Yep.
And I knew had him covered.
And I knew that I had him covered, and I could leave on the arm drop and go get him. So later on, like, I think it was like 2 weeks later when we did another, it may have been Ryan, when we ran him again. I ran JJ again in the truck, and I waited. Yeah, I waited for the arm drop, and JJ was out a half a car, and I gave him the peace sign on the way by at 60 foot on the back tires.
Damn.
Because and then we cleared. I did this on the way by. I looked over and I gave him and I think we put 4 or 5 cars on him on the back too. So, that was just one of those times when, as they say, they're going to find out what real street racers do. Like,
fuck around and find out.
They definitely did. So now all they got is a whole bunch of tube chassis Hemi cars.
Yep.
So, and we still out there racing them. I feel if any of those guys, and I'm not just saying this to be cocky, and I think any of the real deal guys like me and Rank and Ryan and Joey, if we were to meet up on a street where we didn't have 3 days and 400 test passes, them cars would get flat run the fuck over, and they know it.
It'd be bad.
It would be. And I feel they know it. I'm sure they're probably going to watch this, and I'm sure this is going to stir up a bunch of drama. And honestly, I
hope
care.
so.
Right. I'm gonna call it how I see it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
Yep.
Fucking Limpy. Hold on.
What'd you call him? A lip smacker?
I got chap licks here, people.
Chap licks.
Oh fuck!
Right?
No, that's the truth. I think they know it.
They have to. They have to know it. Like, that's why, and that's why, we get runoff testing. So, and that's their gig. That's what they're getting paid to do. You can't knock them. So you just gotta You just got to be better at it. You got to be better at the hustle. You got to find your own angle to race and beat those guys. You have to find your own angle, your own hustle to beat them. You have to figure out a way to get in their heads, to piss them off. I mean, and were you there, Limpy, when he threw his flashlight temper tantrum? No, you weren't.
No.
Oh, yeah. Me and Stefan made him straight up throw his flashlight on the ground and fucking break it. God damn it. You'll see it. I can't say what it was, but
damn.
Yes. Straight threw that shit on the ground, fucking blew it up into a zillion pieces.
Damn.
What I liked was they couldn't believe that Stefan's car was a small block. And then he had some shit where they're like, that ain't no small block car. It's like, that's fucking Grudge car. I bet you it is.
Fuck yeah.
Small block Ford and a plate, huh, Stefan?
Yeah.
And if a real street car, really, it ain't.
And he had to go check something, and he pulled his car in the trailer and shut the doors, and
the trailer.
People were like holding the cameras, are all like,
"What's he doing?" I know they came up to me and they're like, "We want to film that." I said, "You ain't gonna film shit. That car, he's not gonna let you guys see under the hood." Yeah, that was funny. I was cracking up when they were doing that. So, and see, that's another thing. Like, I've gotten to meet so many cool people doing this. I've made so many good friends. I mean, I would have never met Rank, and he's one of my best friends. I mean, he can be a dickhead, and he can.
Hold on. Let that sink in for a second.
I know.
You hear yourself?
I know.
They don't call it. You remember that show where bowling, the Kingpin? You've been Munson.
Yeah.
You got ranked. You've been ranked.
Ranked. Oh shit.
Oh man. I want some of them shoes with the fish in the shoe.
Next month's rent, I'm gonna try a little hard. Did he tell you that?
That's all the blondes.
Did he tell you that next month's rent?
Yeah.
Shop rent. You got
right.
Now, you've raced some stiff competition over the years.
Yes.
Who has your number?
Well,
other than I know you beat Kendall finally.
If you want my honest opinion, I don't think anybody has my number. I think I can line up with anybody and have a chance to beat them. I think the top, I consider myself one of the top contenders. Like, I feel like when we show up, people understand that we have a chance to win. And there's a handful of guys that are like that. And I feel that any of us can win on any night. It just depends on if it's our night. Like, Ryan right now, me and Ryan, I think we're tied. I think we're 8-8 right now. I've beaten him 8 times. He's beaten me 8 times. How many people can sit here and say they beat Ryan that many times?
Yeah.
The list is small.
It's minuscule. Ryan's a
6 inches.
Yeah, Ryan's a bad motherfucker.
That's 6 inches, people.
And that's that's street. That's front side. Kendall's got me right now 3-1. We finally got over that little hump and brought one home. Joey's beat me once. We never have raced again. We've only raced the one time. And man, I'll tell you what.
That was a nail biter.
That was a fucking drag race. And to be perfectly honest, like, most of the races that I do lose, they're those kind of races. I make you earn it. You're going to earn it. And especially with the pony, because that car just goes down. It makes the trip every single time. Ryan's beat me a couple of times in the pony with a Hail Mary, and he told me, he's like, man, I probably had 500 horsepower on the fucking button, and I grabbed it, and it took it. And equalizer. I had him. I 60-footed him. I 300-footed him, and I looked over, and I knew, and I already grabbed the button, but I knew. I was like, he's gonna fucking big block me right now. And he said he grabbed the button at about 500 feet, and at first it spun, and then the equalizer's so bumpy. He said it jumped. When it jumped and came back down, he grabbed it when it came back down, and it shot him past me. That's what it was. He beat me by a fucking fender.
Damn.
And I feel if Ryan doesn't beat me there, I won the whole thing. So we were consistently going fast every pass. We unloaded fast, and we're consistently going fast, and that's a lot of it. But man, sometimes you get that one pass that get you by, and Ryan's done that to me a couple times, little bastard. I call it the fuck Cali Nate button.
Shit.
Fuck that guy.
Right? So, but I mean, at the end of the day, we raced on the same team when we did the fastest in America. I worked on the man's car. We shared information. Like I'd go to war with him anytime. Anybody on that group, same thing. And I mean, really, there's guys that I don't particularly care for, but I respect them because of what they do. Like Kendall and I bump heads. I don't particularly care for Kendall, and he don't care for me, but I respect the shit out of him for what he does. I mean, I think he complains a little bit too much about 28s versus 29s, but I mean, that's just me. But I still respect what he does. He's, the guy gets down. So for the longest time, Joey and I fucking did not like each other. And now, I mean, we've helped each other. So I got a lot of respect for the guys and my peers that I race with all the time. I mean, and it's the same way out in California. I mean, me and Billy used to bump heads all the time. And I mean, now we give each other fucking shit off of our cars so that we can make the next round.
So, yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I feel that's the way it should be. Like, I mean, we can be competitive and we can want to beat the other guy, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're out here doing what we love, and like, you don't have to be bad to somebody. Yeah. Like, I mean, you can respect them for their abilities and what they're doing. Like, you don't have to necessarily like them, Carlos. You don't have to necessarily like them, but I mean, you got to respect what they're doing.
Yeah. And there's, as I tell people, as you get older, like this guy and like these other two guys over here.
Yeah.
You learn a little bit,
mm-hmm.
You
learn to be a little more humble. You learn to not take some stuff. So see, Billy will 100% agree. And again, that was one of those deals where that was a street outlaw deal that kind of brought us together. And I feel like that has done that to me a couple of times now. Yeah, Billy's a good dude. Billy and I had to be on the same team, and we talked before we even did it. And we said, we're either gonna come together or we're just not gonna do it. And we came together, and I've helped him at shootouts. He's helped me at shootouts. Like, it's this thing that we do is, like I said, I've met a lot of really, really good people. And I mean, I met you guys that are sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I never thought in a million years that I would be friends with the man that invented the cash day. And here we are. I mean, you're like, when I go out there, you're one of my favorite people that I get to see every time I go out there.
I appreciate it. it.
Yep.
I'm a nobody. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that, people.
You are definitely not a nobody. Your name is respected amongst your peers, and there is no question when a call is made. Even though you're old and you're blind now, and you clearly missed a call.
Fucking iPhones. Fucking iPhones. iPhones.
But let me tell you something, Limpy. So I walked up to the man. Super nice guy. I think his name's Matt, right? The guy that I raced in. Yeah, I think his name's Matt. I walked over to him, and I had the picture, and I showed it to him. I said, what do you think of this? You think we should run again? He says, well, Limpy said, that it's a rerun. I said, and I 100% will go with whatever Limpy says. I told him, and this is what I said. I said, do you guys want to bet the gap? Yeah. And then he said, no, we'll just leave the bet the way it is. I made sure that you didn't have to go to the camera.
Yeah. Well, if you wouldn't hit that button, we probably wouldn't have went that. We probably wouldn't have went that way anyway. But
man, my goddamn thumb, the car kind of moved around, and I had to steer it a little bit, and my thumb hit the trans brake button again. So it reset all of my timers. So it reset my boost ramp. It reset the timing ramp. So for 1 second, I had 3 pounds of boost and 4 degrees of timing in that car. Jeez. After I'd already moved. It sucked. I'm like, why is this thing not going? And then he got next to me, and I was like, oh, fuck. He's got 20 mile an hour. I mean, I grabbed the override button, which puts another 10 in it, and it stopped him immediately. And then we kind of just rolled through the finish line. And I looked over at the stripe, and his pillar was probably 8-10 inches behind my pillar. And I knew I beat him. And I come back, and everybody's like, well, did you beat him? I said, yeah, I think I got him by a foot. And I guess they asked him, and he's like, oh, I don't know who won. Well, you either know or you don't, I think. I knew I won, but we'll run it again. It's okay.
Well, you got to tell, they had 2 iPhones down there.
They had an iPhone 1.
And the guy that was using he was filming in portrait mode. I thought I was watching somebody else's finish line camera. You know what I'm talking about, Happy.
Damn it.
But they got slowed down to where all you can see is both cars.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right at the line. And then if you go, and you can't, with an iPhone, you can't.
The next frame, they're past the damn near.
Yeah. And correct. So iPhones pretty much skip frames.
Damn.
But
that was this weekend?
Yeah.
This past weekend.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So my first pass was solid, but I didn't have no goddamn data. My data logger was full like a dummy. I didn't check it. So I looked at a video, and I was like, man, the tire's hooked. I'm going to, I should be able to put a decent amount of power in it. So I put 4 pounds in it early, and it 60-footed really good against him. And then it got out about 100 foot, and then it knocked tire off. It white smoked the tire. And when it did, it kicked it sideways. So I just kind of let off so the car would gather itself up and get straight. And as I was bringing it back into the groove, my hand hit luckily it was in high gear. My hand hit the trans brake button.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, God, what's wrong with this car? It has no power right now. And then I heard it go boom. And I was like, oh, fuck. If you're at the end, you have to record in slow-mo.
Yeah. Ryan, that's with them new iPhone 14 whatevers, the new ones. Their camera is just now caught up with my 3-year-old Note 10 that I'd use still.
It's facts.
Scrubbing. I ain't gotta do slow-mo. Heath does the big end, and Matt does the big end in slow-mo down there with their phones, but I can tire crack, you can tell if somebody moves or not, and it's recording in whatever it films in. Was it 60 frames a second
64.
or whatever?
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah. So
But
oh hell.
Oh boy.
But I will say the universe had a weird way of fixing what happened second round, because I did get the bye into the finals of the winner bracket.
Oh yeah.
So the extra round that I had to do, I didn't do because I got a bye. And I didn't take it. I didn't want to put more heat in the train.
What's your Happy and Nate, what's your deal on if you're at an event and somebody got a buy, you make them take the beams, or do you make them they want to just do anything?
No.
I don't care. I would.
It's their choice.
Yeah. If they want to make one for data, have at it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to make a guy physically start his car and break the beam.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know,
I know there was that one race that was come down and there was 3 left and one guy got the bye. And I think they ended up paying him more.
Yeah. Now, how you feel about that, Nate?
Man, that's a tough one, but I
And
mean,
then they got to call it though. One guy had a bye to the final.
right. So
They
in
call
my
it because of rain.
correct. So in my opinion, he earned that spot to the final because for whatever reason, it's chip draw or it's a coin toss or your competitor broke or somebody broke along the line. I mean, he's legitimately in the finals. So, in my opinion, I felt he should have got more money. He was in the finals. So he should get finals money and the other two should split semifinals money. I don't know how else to do it.
See, my way of thinking about it, all 3 of them had the same chance of winning still. Any 3 of them still could have won.
True. Or those 2 that had to race each other could have crashed into each other. And
They could have. No, they could have, but they still had the same chance of winning.
Or they both could have jumped. And they're filming with an iPhone and they couldn't tell who jumped.
Yeah, I've thought about that on multiple different deals, and I don't know. You know, my thing was still at the end of the day, any 3 of them could have won. Could have won it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that point too. For me as a racer, I'm going to say I want to get more money because I was in the finals.
Sure. Me too. Yeah. If that was me in the final, I would have pleaded my case.
Y'all are not. I'm here. Y'all are not. So
right. I would have pleaded that. Hey, I'm in the final.
We're back to this 50%. I get 50%. Y'all.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all going to do over there, but I'm getting half of this shit.
Right.
So I see it both sides. I do.
The biggest problem was the chip draw was done well before the round was ran.
Yeah.
But again, though,
he's still in the finals, though.
He's still in the finals. It shouldn't matter when the chip draw was. I mean, if the rain was coming and you knew it was coming, then y'all should have fucking got up there like we did at War in the Woods. I was like, we running. I ain't gonna split.
Yeah.
I'm not. I felt I had the baddest fucking car there. After I beat Jeff, I said, there ain't a car here that's gonna beat me.
Yeah.
And
because Jeff made a lick.
He did. He did. I saw his test pass. I was like, ooh, man.
It was fast.
I'm gonna have to make me a pass.
Yep. It was
fast. That was one of those times where I felt like not many other turbo cars are doing what Jason and I are doing. I mean, I left right with Jeff.
Yeah.
And at 60 feet, you know, we were side by side, and 100 feet I was pulling away. And I mean, when at H-Town, when I ran Kindle, I mean, Kindle's a real deal nitrous car. And Kindle, I 60 footed the shit out of you. I'm just going to say.
Damn.
I did. I was 3/4 of a car out at the 60 foot. Thank God, because I was so scared to drive the car over 137 miles an hour because the alignment got fucked up that I couldn't put any power in it down track. He almost got back around me. So luckily I think I treated him a little bit and I 60 footed him. Yes, it was. And
that's what I tell people, that War in the Woods if you've never been, it's different. It hits different than the other place.
It does.
It 100% hits different. Man, I'll tell you, I learned some stuff there. I went and bought a roller so I can measure out feet.
Why'd you have to do that? Were you talking about a wheel?
Yeah.
You should have just came to me. I would have given you one. I've
got
three in my trunk.
Yeah, but now I have one in my trailer, so I can measure out. You know, I can measure out where bumps and shit are, and kind of figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I did for my car. You know, I went before. Yeah, I went before Jason, so we had that data from my car that I was able to roll right into Jason's car, and then man, I'll tell you that those two were rolling. I ran into a little brick wall with Jason's car, and I think it was the tire. And Logan ended up beating him in was it the semis? No, it was the quarters.
Yeah.
And they're at the finish line, and Jason goes over to him and shakes his hand. He says, "Hey, man, don't worry. Big brother's coming."
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy. David, as long as you're up there doing it with that shirt on, I'm good with it.
Man, I'll tell you what. I made that man some money. Me and Jason made that man some money. That man was betting like 5-to-1s to get bets.
Yeah.
And he had to. Nobody wanted to bet.
Right? He made almost as much money as we did racing.
Yep.
I know Ryan went to.
I'll be there. I don't know if anybody else will be, but I'll be at Digger Die.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. But I think I'm supposed to go to PRI.
That's the weekend before. I'm going to go to PRI, and then I'm going to leave from there. I'm going to go straight up. I do got a new deal for my live feed people. It's going to be legit. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah.
We're supposed to be in Frankenstein's booth. The car's supposed to be like showcased in their booth.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So I was going to take it to there, and then our paint sponsor is supposed to paint the car after that. I did 1,600 on to 400. That shit's crazy.
Wow. That's
right.
That's 4-to-1 odds right there.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you Digger down on that surface.
Yeah. So my plan was I was going to do that, but then my paint guy was like, "Man, we can get your car in," and I want to do pad wars.
Plan on going to that too.
Yes.
I'll be there.
So I want to do pad wars. I want to do pad wars really bad on New Year's, and I don't want to cut my painter off too short, so I might miss Dig or Die so that I can do pad wars. So
I understand.
Now, have you ever been there?
To Dig or Die?
No.
Or the pad? I've been to the pad. Yeah. Ask Bobby. I've been to the pad. That's where Bobby and I first met. I fucked up his Mustang.
Hell yeah. That's a badass spot.
It is. You got to get faster for pad wars. I have to get faster for pad wars?
No, I think he's telling Houston that.
Oh, okay. I was like, fuck, man. Shit. All right, I'll get to work. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yeah. That road's fun. It's fast. 60 foot. The 60 foot at that place is crazy.
Hopefully they can go to the other spot. The other spot's faster.
I've never been there.
That was the talks, but he said they can only hold about 35.
They can maybe go down
trailers
towards the end there, but that damn, I'd like to see some fast guys out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said it just won't hold as many people.
Well, maybe we do first round at the one spot and then second round and on at the other spot.
Yeah.
So
not yet, but we're going to be working on it when I get down here. It's these readers here. It's these readers that I got on. Look, no, I actually got bags under my eyes because I don't sleep much.
We are going to do PRI. Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do PRI. And then, like I said, I want to do pad wars.
Have you ever been to PRI before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man.
Get out a night 2 or 3.
Yeah, we'll have to bring you up to that strip club. The poles don't go all the way to the ceiling.
They don't go to the ceiling. It's pretty wild.
So what do they do on them poles?
They spin.
No, they go all the way to the top. I had to hold the motherfucker in place.
They go up about 10 feet and they stop.
I thought girl pole stage and everything was coming.
That girl slid down that motherfucker and stopped, and I seen who happy almost fucking got knocked out of the fucking chair trying to hold it.
I had my feet on the stage holding it. I was like, what the fuck?
He was like that, and I almost knocked it fucking over. I was like, what the fuck happened? I'm still looking at the stage going like,
what the fuck?
For 30 minutes, I'm looking at that pole like, that thing don't go all the way to the ceiling.
No.
I ain't never
It's
seen
wild.
Don't go to always ceiling like that.
Wow.
It's wild.
And then we went to
fact.
that one that was urban.
Urban? Jesus. God damn. Hold on.
That's what we said.
Hey, it was a good time though.
Safe
It was
word.
cool.
Safe word. Safe word.
It was fun, man. It's fun for real. It was a good time.
I'm looking forward to it.
We had Billy up there. Of course,
Nick was sitting across from us.
Yeah, we had Billy up there. But you know
Billy
who
was
else?
on the pole?
No.
Yeah. But you know who wasn't there? Wasn't at the strip club? I don't think he might have went to LeBare's, but that guy probably was at the strip club at LeBare's. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
Oh, LeBare's?
Is that what y'all have LeBare's up there?
No.
That's where the women go. That's where they have them elephant trunk.
Elephant trunk.
Oh,
the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I met a guy this past weekend that loves hot dogs. This guy right. Oh wait. Can you see?
He's getting up.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, so eat them head on.
That man, I don't know. Hey, he was they had tamales there, and this guy goes, I tried one.
I don't like tamales.
And I was like, man, that things are fucking good. He goes, oh, fuck them tamale, that's nasty. And I was like, dude, you're eating a hot dog with like 39 different products in it, and you're complaining about fucking tamale that has like mesa and meat, and that's it.
So good.
Yeah, I just don't. I've tried them before, and I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like them.
I did see a man this weekend. Almost bit his finger off in one bite. He was like,
"Oh shit!"
And it
Who's that?
And it was a foot long.
Head on.
Who?
How many people I see eat hot dogs this weekend?
God damn it!
Oh, no, I gotta eat them with a fork. Ain't nobody gonna catch me taking one head on.
No,
whatever. I don't care. Fuck.
He said he didn't need the bread. He just wanted to suck on the wiener.
Yeah,
suck all the chili off of it.
I just choked that motherfucker straight down.
He wanted to suck all the chili off of it, and then
it wasn't attached to the roof, the pole.
There you go.
How about the shifter?
What is the deal with the shifter?
Oh, we interviewed a girl that has a OnlyFans page, and her name was Shifter Gripper.
Does she have an M&M? Does she get down on the M&M?
Yeah,
she does it all with a shifter.
She can even hit the splitter, shift gears. I don't know how she does that with no hands.
What?
I don't know.
I'm like, God damn! This woman got talent. She needs to be on America's Got Talent.
Well, with some of the toys she pulled out, she needed to be on America's Got Talent. She pulled them out and showed us.
They had one of the machines that like.
She's got one of the machines that.
Machine Gun Kelly style.
She brought this thing out. It was damn near like in a wheelbarrow. Like she was having to carry this machine.
She had it on like dollies that movers use.
We were like, what the fuck?
I thought it was one of them dyno, hubless dynos. I thought she was pulling in there. It was about that big.
And she had a full size hammer. For real hammer, like that you hammer nails with.
Like how's your
it
hammer
vibrated.
Hanging?
And we were like, what end do you use? The handle or the head? And she said, oh, either one. Like, so she could put the whole removing the nail.
Y'all can check that out
into the spots.
On my
I don't remember what
YouTube.
Episode it was.
It was like 3 or 4 or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has 2 machines. And I was like, is that for both of them?
Both of them.
It's like all I can think of is like a railroad track.
It's like a bicycle crank.
Wow. I was lost for words.
Oh boy.
I was lost for words.
Yeah, she pulled them things out. But the first time we didn't have her on there, she had some bad cell signal, and the second time she had her kids with her and stuff. But we got some good talking. done. I learned a bunch. I learned a bunch from her.
Yeah. What'd you learn?
That
That she could take a hammer either end?
That no matter what you think that you're doing to that thing,
you're not doing shit.
You ain't doing shit.
Well, no, she hits it with a full ass grown hammer.
Sledgehammer.
Sideways.
Man, if they made work boots out of pussy, you don't need one pair because you ain't never gonna wear them motherfuckers.
You ain't gonna wear the motherfuckers out.
Just saying, anything that can change its own oil, I don't want fucking no problems with. You know? Service itself, you know, I'm done. You know,
change its own oil.
That's a bad bitch right there. You know.
Oh my god.
Facts.
Oh, I feel I should be calling for the safe word, but
you got it going right now. All right.
I'm intrigued.
If there was one street that was the only street you got to race on the rest of your life, what would it be?
The Foo.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Without a doubt. It's my favorite street. One of my really good friends lives right there. I get to race with him until I die. The Foo for sure.
Now, didn't you say, is it nuts on the side of the road? It's like sand.
No,
what was you saying?
The shells or something.
Shells.
Is it walnut shells or is it?
Yeah, walnut shells. It just takes nuts to drive on that road.
It looks at all the videos I've seen. It
is a crown, narrow, sketchy, fast ass road.
Hell yeah, man. That's cool.
So
and it ain't too far from you, is it?
No, it's like 45 minutes. That's normal. That's usually my normal test spot. I'll go to test if I want to change something or learn something or try something.
Didn't they repave it not too long ago?
Fuck no.
I thought they repaved. I thought you said they repaved it from last time I was out there.
Nope.
Of course, that was a couple years ago.
Nope. It's still fucked up, cracked, broken. You could fall into the cracks.
Damn. Hell yeah.
It's bad. We've hot patched a couple of spots. There was some really big potholes on the right-hand side at the finish line. Yeah, it's definitely a fun time. I don't know. It's just a vibe when you're there because my buddy's house is right down the street and we barbecue and man, we just have a good ass time.
Hell yeah. Now, whenever you move though, do you plan to hit events out this way that you haven't hit before?
Yes. On the East Coast, yes.
Yeah.
I definitely, like I said, I was really going to try to do dig or die this year, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to it because of just conflicts with. I want to really get the car repainted. It's due, and I don't want to rush the painter. Probably be next year for the next dig or die. I definitely want to hit War in the Woods again. I don't think I'll miss another one of those. I don't know. It's just it's 30-hour drive for me.
Yeah, you need to, whenever you're out here, you need to try that KD as well.
Is that the one with the uphill for the shutdown?
Yeah.
Yes. I definitely want to try that.
That thing's different too out there.
There's so many cool spots, I feel.
There is.
And every year I chip off another one. And then, the ones that I said I wanted to go to and were on my bucket list, I always try to make, like H-Town. It was always on, my bucket list. And War in the Woods, man, I'm so glad I went to that race. That nothing hits like that.
It don't.
Yeah, because I've been to Compton Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. Got that. I've been to the Foo. Got that on my bucket list. I still want to hit Philly. I still want to hit New York up there with Small Block Petey and them.
Mm-hmm.
And Dre. But, of course, number one bucket list is overseas. So, I mean, that's just.
Where?
Sweden.
Yeah.
That's mine too, man. I hit him with that too. And he's like, you know what? That's great. That's my bucket list spot.
That's number
one.
Well, it's always been Sweden, and then Compton was number two. It's always been that.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've never raced in Compton.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I don't particularly want to. I mean, I'm gangster and I do street stuff, and I mean, we always take that chance. Man, that you just flirting, you just telling the cops, man, come and pound my shit. So
I would say they probably don't play.
They don't. They don't.
Well, yeah, we hit that one road. We hit that road. I mean, it was pretty much just like a grudge race on the street that,
Yeah.
you settle everything up and then you go out there and hit it and then back to where you met up at. I mean, you weren't there for more than 5 minutes, probably tops.
Yeah. It's definitely in and out for sure.
Yeah.
So
turning from the A boys. Are you going to SEMA or not?
No, I got too much. It's happening right now. I got too much work going on.
Yeah.
I gotta get a Camaro wrapped up. That needs to get done before I start filming, because basically I'm going to be gone for almost 2 months again. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, because I'll leave straight from Desert Center to go to Indiana, because I only have 3 days to get there. Yep. Because we're supposed to finish filming Fastest in America too.
After, right?
Yeah, right after. So then I'll have to go from there straight out to PRI. So it's gonna be rough.
You got people helping?
Yeah, I mean, we got all of our normal people help, Allison and Hunter,
driving and shit.
I don't know yet. That I don't know yet. So, and it's solid. It's not 30 hours from there. It's probably 25. So
but still, after you're pulling a trailer and shit, and you might as well just add an hour or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many cars do you drive these days?
So
any of them that he can get into, he's down.
Yeah, I mean, so late, like in the last month, I drove. So when I was out not this trip, but the trip right before, when we went to War in the Woods. Yeah, I raced. So we were racing the pony, and then I flew back in the middle of all that to go help Emmanuel race in Barstow with Mamba, and he ended up having to work. So I ended up taking Mamba and racing with that. We ended up winning that shootout while I flew out. I haven't flown in 25 years. I haven't flown.
Did you fly into LAX?
No, flew into Fresno.
Fresno. I like that. As long as I'm not not transferring flights, I'm good.
Yeah, I had one layover in Denver. Holy shit, that airport's big. Yeah. So I flew out. So we raced the pony, and then I flew out, raced Mamba, won in Mamba. Then when I got back, we put the truck back together, went out and raced the truck. And then so that's 3. So
I thought maybe the truck, Mamba,
and the pony.
What was I thinking of the other car?
I don't know. I mean, Jason and I have always talked, if we have to, we can swap cars or whatever. Like I could jump in Nikki and drive Nikki if I had to, or vice versa. If we got like hemmed up in a spot where a chip draw kind of fucks us up because we're driving another car and then we got to get in another one, I just put Jason in mine or vice versa. So, but as of right now, just the 3. So, I mean,
that's a fact.
That airport's huge.
I don't have one. I don't like people. So if you're flying me somewhere, no layovers, just straight shot. I can do whatever.
Bougie motherfucker.
I'm same way.
I don't like getting on them planes that are half lanes. Can you imagine me on one of them little half planes? Like I said, on from Fresno to Arizona when I flew. Me and the fucking biggest motherfucker were sitting next to each other.
One cheek in each seat.
I hate that shit.
They're like, you ain't got your seatbelt on. I said, well, if we're fucking going to wreck, we're going to die anyway. So
right.
What fucks it matter?
Right. So when I flew, I sat next to the emergency exit and I had way more room.
Yeah.
Way more room.
Yep.
I could stretch my legs out for sure.
Yeah.
So
when is Mega Cash Days over? Supposed to be
end of November.
And
then they're gonna start from there. They're gonna start finishing Fast in America, Southwest.
Oh yeah.
Are you going back? You going back to the same spot to finish that?
No.
You're gonna finish it there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with everything that happened. It's
right.
That's a tough one.
Yep.
That was a bad deal.
Yep.
Yep.
I always ask them. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about if I start getting real bougie, I'm just going to get first class or business class.
It makes a difference.
I'm telling you, man. That's called living large right there.
It does make a difference.
That's living large.
Southwest ain't got no class.
I don't.
No.
Oh,
it's all one. It's all one cabin.
Okay. Well, good.
So.
What background are you?
I asked that.
Yeah, we discussed that earlier.
Yeah, just got to go back to the beginning. Just watch it from the beginning.
First class Limpy. That's a fact right there. Baller status.
Hey, right? That helps.
Hey, man, you know, if I'm going to dream, I'm going to dream big.
Hell yeah.
Damn right.
Yep. 100%. That's another guy that bets on me with crazy odds is Ryan.
Man, you imagine all three of us in 3 seats together side by side.
That fucking shit ain't happening.
No.
They'd kick us off too.
They'd have to shoehorn us out of that fucking section.
You hear?
Golly.
Every time that I went on a plane I was on, and that one girl, she almost hit me in the elbow with the little drink cart, whatever. And I was like, not today. I knew.
Yeah, you knew.
Except when we were flying back to Kentucky.
Bam!
And we were asleep. I was dozing off because our plane got delayed 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like sitting over there, and I was like,
yep.
Bam! I was like, oh shit.
I'm awake.
Wait now. Oh.
So you said you wanted to do something out here, like a big race out here on the West Coast, huh?
Who?
You.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do something.
So like a front side deal, or you want to do a track or an airport, or?
Well, it's called hit it from the back, but I'm gonna have some for hit it from the back, hit it from the front. So I'm gonna do both of them. Both of them.
Do both of them the same weekend.
Yeah, you could do one.
I like hitting the front and the back.
You could do front one day and then back the next day.
Back the next, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we could figure something out.
That'd be fun.
With Nate in the middle. Yeah, Nate likes being in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I've seen them hot dog skills this past weekend. So.
Damn it, man.
Right?
Facts.
Open mouth. Yeah. Yeah, I choked them. I can't lie. I choked them hot dogs right on down.
He didn't choke shit. This man has no gag reflexes.
Oh.
Am I involved with the East Red? No, sir. I'm not.
I'm very involved in this business.
No. So we'll clear this. We'll start ending this shit. This this is a beating. But you got anything, Happy? No.
I don't ask everything.
Yeah.
There was a lot too that I didn't know. That's why I was curious on. I was curious if you was, your background. I figured you'd been a mechanic of some sort though for a while.
Yeah, I've always been into cars. Like I said, my brother kind of got me into that when I was young.
And he ain't in cars no more, right?
Yeah, he is. He has a '69 Camaro that he uses as a coffee table.
What?
It just sits in his garage. He doesn't do anything with it.
Workbench.
Yeah, it's a workbench.
It's
a really nice workbench because it's a '69 Z28.
Is it a dust collector?
What's that?
It's a 302.
It was originally a DZ 302 4-speed 4-wheel disc brake car.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he bought it as a drag car.
Gotcha.
And so all that stuff was already gone. So it's got a 430-inch small block in it, and stick shift, and big brakes. Something, he's old now. He gets scared in drag cars. I've put that man in 2 killers to go out and win some races. And man, he did okay one time, and I'll tell you what, he choked the dog the second time. God
damn.
I had him a car that was anonymous. Midwest car. I owned Anonymous for a little while, and we ran it was an all-motor class. All-motor 28 class. Man, I had him. He had everybody covered by 410s.
Damn.
He let the man leave, shut the car off, and started it back up, and then went after him. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? But
damn.
It'd be like that sometimes. So, same color.
I'm about to say probably same color.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, you got all them stickers that match.
Yeah. Sarah does all my stickers, and she has all the color fonts already, so it's easy. So it'll be the same color. I'm gonna have them paint all my steel doors and stuff and steel fenders, so we can do all steel, all glass stuff. And so what I want to do is I want to put that car to do like True Street, and then my car.
Puppy kicker.
Well,
Jesus.
Well, puppy kicker.
God damn it, man. No, I'm with you though, because it fits that shit. I mean,
it does.
If people really look, I remember, people was bitching when we were in Vegas that, it's a race car because of funny car cage and all that shit. If you cut that section of the chassis or cage out, it's a street car.
Well, and
why not be safe though, too?
Right. And that was our thing, is like, what's funny is the people that were the loudest, I guarantee you, I could have hopped in the pony and drove to Vegas and back, and they couldn't have.
Exactly. Sure.
They're bitching about M1 this and M1 that. Motherfucker, it's got a 15-gallon fuel cell. Watch me drive this to Vegas and back.
Yep.
Let me see your race gas nitrous car do that. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Yeah, the funny car cages scare everybody. Or it was just a reason to scare everybody.
That was all it was.
Right. So, I mean, I feel our car fit every facet of their rules. They wanted interior. I mean, that car rolls with interior in it for the most part anyway. I mean, it's headliner, panels, carpet. It's got a stock dash. We put a radio in it. So, and then we do steel doors and steel fenders, because it doesn't have a one-piece front end. It's just got bolt-on stuff. And, when we bought that car, that's what that car was. It was Dwayne did the True Street stuff with that, out there in Texas. And, that car was fucking fast on radial stuff. That's what he did with it. And, the car was very fast. Yeah. So when we got it, we just made it do all the, the poor surface and street stuff. Right. And messed up when they changed the rules. Yeah. So when they changed the rules, that's funny. We just went back. We drove 5.5 hours. Eric hopped in my truck and went back to my shop and went and got all my carbon stuff. And we put it all on at the B&B and came back out the next time. And, we were 300 pounds lighter again. So
yeah.
if you're racing a car and someone gives you shit or makes a rule against funny car hoop, they're fucking retarded. I 100% agree, Rolly.
I agree.
I mean,
sure.
we
And you can't
especially
change the rules in the middle. You can't change a horse in the middle of a race.
Yeah.
right. Well, and then now
Well,
looking
I guess
forward,
you can if you're on TV, but you can if you're on TV.
Yeah.
So.
looking forward, you know, not at that moment, but fast forward through that event. I'm sorry, I like my funny car cage with what happened.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
I like my fire system. I like my funny car cage. I like my parachute. To say that you can't race because you got safety equipment is the fucking most retarded, stupid shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yep,
I mean,
agree.
if I wad this motherfucker up, I want to get out of it.
Yep.
So, it's just
facts.
Yeah. He said the only thing that saves you is Jesus. No, man, my fucking funny car cage and fire system's gonna save me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it, Limpy.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Think about them flaytails.
Oh man, you got me thinking. So you need to tell me when you're gonna what dates you're thinking about coming.
I'll text you. I gotta ask Mama first.
Okay.
Well, I might ask for forgiveness than permission because it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Not just
You just do it and then ask to be forgiven.
On the way, when I'm on the way, I was like,
On the way.
hey, honey, I'm gonna be home for like 3 or 4 days.
Right. By the way, I'm on my way out to California.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out. And I got some sponsors. I got a hoodie I gotta wear. Even though it's 119 degrees out there.
Oh, I think Happy's frozen.
No, I'm looking at my calendar.
Oh man, you were like frozen.
I know. I'm looking hard
like a rock.
Because I think I gotta make sure with Mama to see, but I think we're gonna be like in the area 14th to the 21st.
Okay.
So my race is on the 26th. I gotta fly back.
Oh
do
shit.
Cache Days of Kentucky.
Yeah, and I gotta go back because I think I'm doing Black Friday, and then I'm going out there to y'all's race.
The ice rink.
PRI.
The ice rink.
No,
it's fast now.
It's fast now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they stretched the shutdowns quarter mile now.
They needed to do that for sure.
Leaving out Sunday, so we're leaving
the 13th.
13th.
I'd like to go back there with the pony.
It'll go now. I mean, it's fast.
Yeah.
It's fast. There's been some guys that's been fast.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's not fast, as long as it's safe.
Oh yeah.
So
we've made a lot of changes.
Come on, Rolly. I'll show you a magic trick when you get there. You heard me? I showed Nate this weekend. I showed Nate the magic trick this weekend. Oh, all right. Well, appreciate you coming on. You got
thanks for having me.
You want to give a shout out to?
Oh, all my sponsors. Decker Raceway is a cool spot. It really is. Just that first go around, man.
That was a one and done.
Yeah. That was bad. What was there? Fucking 14 wrecks the first.
Yeah, it was so bad that I just
like it.
It was so bad that I just fucking said, "Fuck it, I'm going to the camper. I'm tired of watching everybody wreck."
Yeah. Sponsors: Frankenstein, they're like one of my big ones. Dave at Transmission Specialist, Mattress Express. I don't have my list in front of me. Jose at Forced Inductions.
Your diesel guy.
Yeah, Brown's Diesel. Eric at Brown's Diesel. Eric and Reb. My brother at Crothers Auto Supply. He owns the Napa here locally.
Hold on, I'll get you.
Your painter.
Yeah, blue collar auto and glass. They're in Wichita. They are actually I think they're doing Nikki right now. And then they're going to do the pony when I get out there. Baron Racing, CPR. Man, I got a ton of sponsors. Nick at Devil's Glue and Mel Hamilton's.
I'm looking for one of your posts. Did you find your scooter?
Yes, I did. Revs, the guy that put on the show, the race, I had made a post and he had told me he knew who had it, so I'll get it back when I go out there. Yeah, so damn it. Maven Motorsports. Fuck. I got a bunch of them.
I'm looking right now.
JFR, Jarrett Faggot Racing. He specs out a bunch of my cam stuff.
What about Ernie?
Big Earn at Hogan's Land Clearing. Yeah, all them guys, they do a lot for us for sure. Yeah, Lance at CMS or at CSM. He does all my Mike Silva. And then Jacob, CSM. Jacob Novacek out in Wichita. Ryan Mueller. Mueller, yeah. Ryan Mueller. And probably my biggest sponsor is right there on your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because without Emmanuel, I wouldn't have the pony. So I'm grateful every day. Why does your dick smell like shit?
Oh, yeah. That means your sister's got the car.
God. R&M out in Wichita. That's ranking my shop out there. So yeah.
What's the R&M stand for?
Rank, Nate, and Manning.
Oh.
Yep.
That's pretty chefy.
Yeah, right? Pretty cool.
Any Colorado events for 2023?
No, not that I know of. I think Ryan asked me that, right. So Ryan asked me about an event I thought that was somewhere out there. I just have never been anywhere with that much altitude. I don't know what I would need to do to get the car to light, because I don't run a tight converter already. So I probably have to put nitrous on the fucking thing to get the turbo to light. So
yeah, that's bull.
Yeah, so because it takes me a little bit already, and thank God I follow an amazing flagger around that knows when my shit's ready.
Who's that?
I don't know. I wish everybody flagged like you is all I can say. Cody Cook is hosting it. Yeah. So there you go. So there is one in Colorado. That's the one that Ryan was talking to me about. Or Utah. There you go. Utah. But again, that's a bunch of elevation, I think, over there. So
pretty country up there, though.
Yeah, it sure is. I've gone the Colorado route to the Midwest before. It's pretty on that way, for sure. So.
All right. Anything that you want to add?
No, I think we talked about crazy ass strippers with hammers sideways.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't a stripper.
Oh, it was an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we can talk about strippers at PRI. We can talk about that when we see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There was strippers at Eagle Pass. Yeah, Fuel Injection Innovations. They do all of our billet atomizer servicing. That's my buddy Kyle. He moved out. See, he got out of California. He moved to
smart man.
Right? He moved like 5 miles away from Noble.
Oh, he lives up there?
Yeah.
He lives closer to me then.
Yes. So he does all of our injector servicing and stuff. So
I'm gonna have to write that name down so when I get my shit going.
Yeah.
I ain't got billet atomizers. I ain't,
Yeah, but he services everything. He's really good.
Like Bosch 210s, I'm a Bosch 210 guy.
Yeah, he does those though too. He'll get them like matched and Really, really, really clean, and he does good work. So, No Limit Customs, they also help us out a bunch too. So, man, I really have my notes that I usually carry with me for when I do these interview deals, but I forgot them in my bag.
We caught you off guard like we
You
do.
did it's not every time, but man, it's quite a few times.
It's part of it.
Yeah, it is.
It's both of them.
It's both of them.
Both us. We like doing that shit sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, and an outlaw race engines in Arizona. That's Brent and Jason out there. They help us out with a bunch of stuff too. So.
Are they ever going to show? I don't even know if they've showed that on Hoonigan's where he went out there. I've been waiting to see that.
I don't think so
yet. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either
yet.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Brent's a good guy.
Yeah. He's funny.
And Jason and them. They're both of them good people.
Both of them. Yep. So. All right.
Well,
I need to eat dinner.
All right. This podcast is sponsored by 209gallery.com, Chain Protect, on Tilt Racing. Chuck sent a little bit of money over this way. We appreciate it. It helped pay the bills.
Thank you, Chuck.
It helped pay the bills here because the stuff that we are on don't cost. It isn't free.
What's your next event, Limpy?
I'll be going to Hobbs this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought about going there, but the payout was just not. It wouldn't pencil out for me. It's another.
Plus
15,
you had the
16-hour drive.
Plus you had to go see your daughter anyway.
Yeah,
and you'd be closer to home than there, wouldn't you be?
Yes.
Yeah. It is. I know it didn't happen, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right, people. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
For sure.
Deuces.
Thanks, homie.
Yep. I'll see you guys soon.
Peace.
All right, bye.